was 11 boats built by Herreshoff and came down to the Watch Hill Yacht Club. Through attrition of hurricanes and being older, they came down in the 20s. And a wonderful gentleman who was a customer of ours, Avod Fuller, he said, "What would you think if we built a fiberglass one?" And we all thought that that was going to be a pretty good idea to encourage the fleet to be a little bigger. We started thinking we'd build maybe 2 or 3 boats and carry on the tradition of the Watch Hill 15 in the Watch Hill area. Hull number 1 was built in 1969 up in Mattapoisett, Massachusetts. The glasswork was done by a yard, Alan Veitzes, and he is the gentleman that built the molds for us to build these. So the first one was done there, hull only, bulkheads in. Came down here and we put the deck on here and the rest of the woodwork. So it was in 1969. So it was sailing in the 70s, first, well, 1970 basically. This exploded into eventually building 25 of these boats. The fiberglass Watch Hill 15, which is a trademark of ours, there are some other boats referred to as Watch Hill 15s made out of wood and various other materials. But it's kind of neat to see a beautiful class rejuvenated, and we were the beginners of doing all of that and getting these wonderful boats going. So as I said, we have built 25 of these. First one was in 1969, 68, 69. And then we started building another one. Then all of a sudden we had an order for 3 at the same time. Wow, how are we going to do this? We thought one at a time was a big deal.
I came here and bought a sailboat, not knowing how to sail at all. And I got to know Johnny and a couple other people around here, and they kind of showed me the ropes, and someone invited me to go out sailing on their Watch Hill 15, and I loved it. Johnny let me build a boat with his help. Believe me, I can't even believe that he had the patience to do what he did.
Yeah, this is the 3rd boat that Bob has actually built with me. He took a great interest in how do they go together, and we worked together and have molded 3 of them, which 2 obviously he's already sold, and this is his 3rd one. But he likes to just be totally involved with the construction of the boat and how it all goes together. So it's really, really a wonderful thing to also teach someone else what these boats are all about.
The neat part about these little boats is they sail in almost no wind. And the other neat part about it is racing these boats and sailing in these boats. This sport is, I don't think there's many sports where you can have old people sail against young people and do well.
Well, 6 months out of the year we're out there sailing and competing twice a week, and it's a fantastic sail. We get out there for about 3 hours and race, and it's been great. I've been doing it for about 22 years now, and it's a wonderful fleet.
The Watch Hill 15 fleet is really an interesting boat. It works well in our bay. It draws with the centerboard down 6 feet. With the centerboard up, it draws about 25, 26 inches. It's easily maneuvered around. It has a huge sail area, which allows it to be sailed very quickly and very nimbly with only a matter of 7 to 8 knots of breeze. And it makes a perfect day boat. The mother of these boats, I should say, is a boat that's up at the airport. We made the mold from that boat. That was to build glass boats, you start off with a plug, which is to make the mold. And then the mold is made, and then you make the boats from the mold. So yes, it's really the starting point from the Watch Hill fleet. It has a few little indiscretions in it, and maybe the waterline isn't quite as straight as it would have been. But you're thinking about following through with something built in the 20s, and it's kind of neat that it isn't perfect in my mind. It is carrying on a wonderful, wonderful tradition of boating. And so it's really kind of neat that every time I fly out, I take a look at the boat that I had sanded and painted 100 times and fixed up. And it's kind of fun to see the legend of the history of this going on for what I did there to the boats we have today.